Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Sunday. It's Brandon over at Seamless Contacts. I hope you're doing great. Today I want to talk to you about breaking up or backing off of prospects. It was funny. I wrote a new script blog post about have you been eaten by alligators? So this is a sales email script to use when you keep emailing and calling your prospects over the course of 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, trying to deliver value at every single touch point, whether it be valuable strategies, ideas, best practices, tips for your prospects, and then convince them to meet with you and pencil in a quick conversation to chat and book that appointment. And got a lot of feedback from people that were asking, should you break up with your prospects or should you back off? And our theory, and again, this is our opinion at Seamless Contacts, is look, if you've invested 5, 7, 8 emails, 10 calls, 5 voicemails, and every single touch, you're trying to deliver value for your prospect to move their business from where they are today to where they need to go tomorrow to be successful. At some point, if they won't invest a few minutes of their time to meet with you, to talk about those strategies, those best practices further, it is no longer worth your time to continue the investment. And again, this probably goes against a lot of salespeople's time and energy. But look, before the age of 28, I 10x my income and generated over 7 figures in income from selling. So I'm not going to say I know it all. I know from my practice and from my team executing and being successful with selling and at my former companies that you need to break up or back off of going after prospects, because eventually you're going to experience diminishing returns on the amount of activity and the amount of effort that you put in to working with these prospects. So, it's not good to break up or back off if you're the shitty, terrible, slimy salesperson that's just like, hey, I have an amazing product. Here are all my features. Here are all my benefits. Meet with me, work with me. And then you keep saying, did you see my last email? Did you see my third email? Did you see my fourth email? Did you see my fifth email? That's a worthless breakup or backing off to leverage that breakup or backing off type of email script, because you haven't offered value. You haven't helped your prospect move their business. You didn't deliver resources, strategies, tips, best practices to move their business forward. And you have no solution that's going to help them accomplish their goals, accomplish their KPIs, and live their dreams. So this is specifically for the sales teams, the marketers, the entrepreneurs, and the companies that have designed a very robust sales campaign, an omni-channel sales campaign made up of sales calls, sales emails, social touches, maybe texts, maybe video, and you're delivering strategy and values to really move that company forward. At some point, you obviously they're not getting back to you because it's not a good time, they're not buyers, or they're just swamped right now. So do you think emailing them another 10 times and calling them another 10 times, now if you're delivering value, is valuable? But you have to back off or you have to break up, because what if a guy that you could have called, or a guy or gal, a company that you could have emailed, called, or touched via social channels, next on the list would have been a big 6 or 7 figure deal for you. And because you just kept following up with someone that truly wasn't interested, no matter how much value or resources or strategies you would have delivered, if you could have invested that time going after the potential buyer that was looking at a solution, that was ready to buy today, that's really the big theory here is you have to find the buyers. You have to create a successful outbound sales campaign with multiple touches. You have to have thousands of sales prospects to go after. And that's why you use a platform like Seamless or another prospecting platform like LinkedIn or whatever it may be. And then you have to have that robust sales campaign to be successful going after it. And at the end of that sales campaign, after however many calls, emails, voicemails, social touches, videos, texts that you've incorporated into your omni-channel outbound sales campaign, if they're just not interested and they won't get back to you, you need to tell them you're going to back off. And that also shows respect for them, their time, their inbox. If you're not going to back off and you're just going to keep emailing and calling them, I think that's selfish. I think that's rude. I think that's just uncool to do to your prospects. back off, give them some space, be respectful. If you wanted to go out with a girl or a guy and you went on one date and then you tried to go out with them again, but they just weren't responding to your text calls or emails or voicemails, like, you think that you're going to look a little crazy if you send them 50 calls, 50 texts, 50 emails, 50 voicemails? Like, they're obviously not interested in you. And you have to take that same theory, that same analogy to prospecting, to outbound selling, to sales development. Leverage breaking up or backing off. And each audience is different, right? So the sales audience, it's great. You could break up, like for us, Seamless Contacts, the world's best sales automation platform and agency. Our target audience is salespeople and marketers. And for salespeople specifically, the directors, the VPs, and the sales development managers, they get a kick out of the creative breakup emails that we use. The eaten by alligators, the lost at sea. We've got like 100 different breakup sales emails where we say we're going to back off, and we do it in a very creative way. You have to figure out with your audience what works best for them. Do you want to be aggressive and say you're going to break up and you're not going to reach back out? Do you want to be more conservative and say, hey, I want to respect your time, use something creative to mention that you're going to back off, but instead of breaking up and telling them you won't follow up again, maybe you just say, hey, I'm going to back off for 3 months and I'll follow back up then. Maybe there's a need then. And mention, again, how you truly believe that you can help them. It's not about selling your widget or selling your software, your product, or your consulting firm, or whatever it may be. It's really about, if you have a product that can help them, that can truly help them, that can change their life, change their company, change their goals, change their dreams, their aspirations, follow up, communicate that, and be respectful with breaking up or backing off, and test it. There's a bunch of different ways to communicate this. So I recommend developing a minimum of 3 to 5 different breakup or backing off sales emails that you can leverage, and then A/B test it with your sales email platform. Make sure that you A/B test it so you can see maybe the eaten by alligators sales email performs better than lost at sea, or maybe did you get chased by wild monkeys performs better than eaten by alligators. Like, it's not about my opinion. At my former company, we would always argue about what sales email would perform, and it was so stupid. It was such a waste of time. Jeff, I know you would agree. Jeff Herman and I would sit in a room and we would battle over, does this sales email better than this sales email? And we would do it for hours. And it's just like, dude, at some point, it's not about your opinion or my opinion. It's about, let's send the emails, test it against a target group, a select group of target leads, customer personas, see which performs. And by the way, I don't care if your script or my script performs better, as long as we figure out the best script that performs the best, then we're golden. So make sure, write a bunch of breakup or, backing off sales scripts for emails, calls, voicemails, social touches. A/B test the hell out of all of those so you can figure out what performs the best. Once you figure out the winner of that A/B test, then optimize those winners and then constantly improve. And what we've recognized for Seamless Contacts and for many other companies is that the first email and the last email, the breakup or the backing off email, perform the best. I mean, it's insane how many meetings and appointments we book with our breakup and backing off sales email, omni-channel sales campaign, with the email, the voicemails, the calls, the social touches. And I hope that you can leverage a breakup or a back off email. Again, every audience, every industry, every business segment is different. It's about being creative, not being a boring, stupid salesperson. Everyone can say, hey, just checking in. Hey, just following up. Hey, haven't heard from you. 98% of salespeople send this stupid ass emails, calls, scripts like that. Don't be one of them. Be different, be bold, be brave, be confident, be innovative, be creative, and people will get back to you and you'll be able to figure out how to move the needle forward. So I hope you enjoyed this sales tip and sales strategy about leveraging sales email, breakup scripts, and backing off scripts. My name is Brandon Bornanson. I'm the founder and CEO of Seamless Contacts, the world's best sales automation platform and agency. Feel free to please follow me on Twitter at bbornanson and on YouTube at Seamless Contacts. You can also hit me on LinkedIn, Brandon Bornanson. Feel free to send me an invite. I accept all invites, and on Facebook. And then lastly, I'd love to hear any strategies that you leverage to maximize your appointments booked with breakup emails, with backing off emails or social touches or calls or voicemails. Have a great day. Happy Sunday. Make it a big day. It's going to be a massive month. This is March. It's the last month of the quarter. You got to blow it up. This is your time. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Cheers.